In the early morning light, the tranquil Sea of Galilee glimmers with ripples reflecting the rising sun. A weary beggar sits at the edge of the bustling shoreline, clutching a small bowl, hoping for alms. Nearby, a fisherman casts his net into the water, expertly maneuvering it with practiced ease. Jesus arrives on the scene, his presence radiating warmth and compassion, drawing the attention of those around him. The beggar raises his bowl, his voice trembling as he implores Jesus for mercy and healing. Jesus kneels beside the beggar, looking into his eyes with deep understanding and compassion. Without hesitation, Jesus reaches out to touch the beggar, offering words of comfort and healing. With a soft voice, Jesus commands, "Be healed," as a calmness fills the air around them. The beggar's eyes widen with disbelief as warmth radiates through his body. He feels strength returning to his limbs. With newfound strength, the beggar rises to his feet, his heart filled with gratitude, staring at Jesus in wonder. The fisherman watches in awe, realizing the power of faith and the miracle performed before his eyes. Jesus turns to the crowd surrounding him, sharing a message about faith and belief in the divine. He assures them that faith, even as small as a mustard seed, can lead to miracles in their lives. The crowd murmurs in appreciation, inspired by the miracle they witnessed and the words of Jesus. As the sun begins to set, the atmosphere grows serene, filled with a sense of divine presence. The healed beggar joyfully walks through the village, sharing his story of healing and hope. Fishermen recall the day's events, amazed at how faith transformed a life. Jesus departs the village, but not without leaving a lasting impact and message of faith. The village reflects on the miracle, and people's faith begins to blossom. Children play along the shore, inspired by the stories of healing they heard from their parents. As night falls, the stars begin to twinkle overhead, a reminder of the divine. The miracle becomes a topic of conversation, with villagers asking each other about the gifts of faith. Stories of faith spread beyond the village, reaching neighboring towns. A fisherman from a distant town hears the tale and sets off to find Jesus. The fisherman arrives at the village, eager to learn more about Jesus and the miracles. Through conversations, he learns of the beggar's miraculous healing and begins to believe. Inspired, the fisherman decides to stay in the village, hoping to witness more of Jesus' miracles. Days pass, and more locals come to the shores to hear teachings from Jesus, seeking healing. Jesus speaks to the crowd, his words echoing along the water, uplifting their spirits. He shares parables, teaching them about love, compassion, and the kingdom of God. The crowd begins to understand, their hearts opening to the transformative power of faith. Villagers recount the beggar's transformation, illustrating hope in their own lives. As the sun sets again, the crowd lingers, reluctant to leave the promise of healing. Jesus encourages them to spread the word, assuring them that faith can change lives. Filled with newfound faith, they promise to carry Jesus' message far and wide. As night falls again, the stars twinkle brightly, signaling hope and faith in the community. The fisherman, now part of this community, finds his faith embedded deep within. Days turn into weeks, with countless miracles happening as faith spreads like wildfire. The fisherman becomes a humble disciple, dedicated to sharing the teachings he learned. the community flourishes, united by the teachings and miracles that Jesus brought to their lives.